So, no matter your politics, no matter your disagreements, celebrating someone's death is pure evil. He was still a human being, a husband, a father, and a friend. What do you say to those who have displayed insensitivity in the death of Charlie Kirk?
It's been hard for me. I can't really comprehend why anybody would celebrate someone else's death. We all have the right to be here. We were all given a life from a God, and in my belief, I believe that we all have free agency here too, to believe what we want and to do what we would like, and to build a business and to be an entrepreneur. I think that's all of our right too, and that's what he was doing. I think anybody that has that insensitivity, we have had people around us that have had some of that insensitivity, and we've said, you really need to check and think about what you believe in and why you would ever celebrate someone's death, because it's the incorrect way for us to live as humans together here. So for me, I think it's a wake-up call for all of us to realize we all have a right. We all have a right to believe what we want and think what we want. And we should just leave it at that. We always say at Savory that we have a round table. And my belief is that we all have a seat at that table. And I believe that Charlie wanted a round table. He wanted to discuss anybody's differences and try to get along. It was not always what you would see in the snippet or the soundbite that we were seeing, around the web. That's not what I saw. And in this 34-minute interview, you'll see that that's not who he is, and that is not how it was. And I've heard that from thousands of people that have sent me messages saying, I never knew this side of Charlie Kirk, and I'm so glad I watched that. It changed my opinion, at least, of him as an entrepreneur. So I'm glad that we did it.
I want to take that point forward. Erica Kirk forgave her husband's killer and gave the US what it needs the most right now. That too in an age of bitterness and vengeance, reminding the world, not just the US, that mercy and compassion are perhaps the best way forward. I'd like your thoughts.
It was unbelievable to watch that. I think I have not talked to one person that has not said, I cannot believe that Erica forgave her husband's assassin. I feel similar to what I heard other people saying, that is, I don't know if I could do that, or I don't know if I could get there that fast. And so I think that her display of compassion, of forgiveness, I think that's what Christ would want all of us to do. I know that for me, it's a lesson for me to forgive those that have offended me. And I think that we as a world need some unification right now. And I think that she carried that forward in Charlie's name, that he really did just want to unify. When we were done with our interview, I just want you to know that when we walked off the stage, he turned to me and he said, did I do a good job? Did I help someone today? And no one heard that in the interview. It was between he and I and a couple of people that were standing around him that heard him say that. That is what his frame of mind was that day, is, did I do a good job and I've been able to help someone today? And that's not someone that wants bad or ill will on anyone. It's just not. And I think that Erica saying that, it displayed, I think, the way that they both felt and thought, and that was, we just want to forgive and we want to help. And I don't know these people very well. I obviously didn't know Charlie very long. I was introduced to him by his cousin that works for me. Okay. That's how I was introduced to Charlie. And at the end of the day, I just believe that he was short-lived. I wish he was here still to have us so we could learn more.
Absolutely, gone too soon. Many are blaming the deeply divided political rhetoric in the United States for the rise in political violence in US, whether it's Kirk's killing or the multiple assassination attempts targeting President Trump. What's your assessment?
My assessment is that I've been a business owner for 28 years. I'm 50 years old. I've been around a little longer than Charlie was and some of these Gen Z and these young adults. And I just think that we live in a different age where there's a lot of stuff that's going around the web that is being fed to us to divide us, to create the anger that we have. And I just think that we have to have more humanity. I think that we have to take down the excitement about any side or any political position that people have. I just think we have to take the pressure out of the balloon, and I think that we have to bring the heat down on things. So yeah, I think that it is a little bit too heated right now. I think we have to calm it down. We need leaders to calm it down. And I can't say that every leader is doing that right now. I think that every leader needs to step up and be a leader and take the rhetoric out of it and just understand we'll do a lot better if we can agree to disagree, but find a common way to move forward.
fighting so long and so hard that they don't know what the they're doing.